Hey Book Dragons, welcome back to my channel. Glad you could join me. Today I'm doing my September wrap-up. Let's go. So September was kind of a crap month for reading. Only in terms of how many books I got read. The books I read were really good, but I didn't get that many of them read. So we'll talk about that here in a couple of minutes. But make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff so you don't miss out on my future videos, okay? And stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to have a lot more fun stuff coming up in the near future. So let's talk September. I had some lofty goals for September that I didn't quite get accomplished. I really wanted to read the rest of The Wind Through the Keyhole by Stephen King, Dark Tower 4.5. That didn't happen. I just didn't get to it. And I also meant to read Song by Jesse Teller, which I also didn't get to. So Song is definitely a for sure thing for me in October. I'm making that a priority. It's got to go on there in October. You can watch my Lovecraft-tober goal setting video. That's already up on the channel. If you haven't watched that, you can go check it out. But so I talk a little bit about that. But I did get some really good books read in September for what little I got read. So I read 3 books. The first one is, of course, Dune. It was a reread for me, and I've always said that Dune is my favorite sci-fi book of all time, and that is still the case. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, I have not done a reread review for it yet, because after the movie releases, I'm hoping to do a live stream discussion that combines the reread of the book with the movie, and I'm hoping that my friends will join me that I reread the book with. I read the book with David from David's Book Reviews, and Carl from Geek on My Sleeve, and also Ariel from Reading and Whatnot. So I'm really hoping that they will all be able to join me for a live stream, and the goal is after the movie comes out, which I have to say, the tickets have been purchased. The tickets came out this week, and I jumped on it and got my tickets for opening weekend. So Saturday the 23rd of October, I will be in the theater awaiting the start of the movie. So that's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to what's to come for Dune. So you won't see a review for that up on my channel because I'm waiting until after I've seen the movie. I'll be doing that live stream, and I will probably do my own video kind of recapping my thoughts on the book versus the movie. So stay tuned for that. More to come on that. The second book was also a reread for me, and that is Ocean at the End of the Lane. And I did do a recap video for that one, so you can check that out. I'll leave a link in the cards at the end of the video and in the description below, so you can check out that video. Ocean is my absolute favorite book of all time, and it still holds that title after a reread. If anything, the title is even more solidified at this point. It is as if it wasn't before, but you know, it just got better for me this second time around. So you can check out my review for that, and I'm just so happy I got to reread it. In fact, I'm probably going to reread it every year. That's just how good that book is. And I should have read it in October because it's a very spooky book and it's perfect for October, but I wanted to do it in September instead. So I also buddy read that one with Ariel from Reading and Whatnot, and Sarah from Sarah Reads. So we are going to be doing a live stream on that probably closer to the end of October. I know a lot of live streams in October. But that's the goal. We're going to get together and have a discussion on Ocean at the End of the Lane. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because that will be coming down the way as well. The final book I read in September is Jade War. It's the second book in the Greenbone saga by Fonda Lee. I am not going to do a dedicated review for that one, even though I did do one for Jade City, if I remember right. But I'm going to save it and do a series review once I have read Jade Legacy, which comes out in November, I believe. So you'll hear more about that after I've completed the series. I just decided it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to do a full review for the second book in the series. So I will say this very shortly, that I felt like it was an excellent read. It dragged a little bit at the first. It definitely kind of had a middle book syndrome for me. Because there was a little bit of a new setting at the beginning of the book that she had to do a whole new set of world building on. And I think that hampered the first part of the book, if I'm being honest. But it's okay. It really paid off, and the book was still excellent. And you'll hear a little bit more about that when I do a series review for the Greenbone saga. So that was my September, folks. A really short month for me in terms of how many books I read. I only read 3 books, so but I'm not kicking myself about it. I feel like I read 3 books. That's still really good, and there were times during the month of September, life was happening, and I just didn't feel like reading. There were days where I just didn't feel like I wanted to read. So I didn't, and that's why I only got 3 books read in September. So let me know your thoughts, guys. What did you think of this video? What do you think of some of my plans for some of the live streams? And have you read any of the books that I read in September? I'm sure many of you probably have. Tell me about it in the comments. And until next time, make sure you are reading more books. See you then.